Kendall Jenner.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times.
Hey weirdos!
Hey!
So today we're going to be doing exactly what the title says. If you guys did not know, I'm born and raised in California. She has lived in LA. She lived in LA for like 8 years. And believe it or not, we ran into celebrities.
Constantly.
Me more than you. I would say I saw a celebrity every other day since living in LA for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy because I feel like a lot of people go and they don't see celebrities. Maybe we just knew where to go.
But also they're regular people just like us.
Yeah. We wanted to tell you about some of the experiences. We can honestly probably make 12 videos of this because we have met and seen so
There's
many
a whole
people.
bunch that we've met. Yeah.
And also, none of these celebrity meetings, except for one, was related to a YouTube event or anything like this. This is just this is just our live, living out our lives.
Well, 2 of them.
So, we are going to go back and forth. But if you guys want to see another one of these videos, don't forget to like this video and tell us in the comments if you guys want us to do this again.
Yeah. Let us know also down below if you've ever had a run-in with a celebrity and what your experience was. And
And we're gonna rank them on like 1 to 10. 1 being horrible and 10 being like amazing. We want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
And also, this is just our experience. Some celebrities have days.
Yep.
And that's just what it is. You have a bad day, we have a bad day. Sometimes you really just don't want to talk to anyone.
Yep.
And you have to understand these people are real people. So with that being said, go first.
Ellen Pompeo.
What a beauty.
So I was merchandising for the sunglass company that I used to work for. I was merchandising in one of our locations that we sold at the Grove. And Ellen Pompeo came in with her daughter. Her daughter is the cutest thing in the entire world, minus Avery. But I was kind of in the same area as her, and I didn't really want to say anything, but at the same time, I'm like,
It's
Ellen Pompeo. This is my moment to shine, you know? And so I just casually was like, I just wanted to say I love you in Grey's Anatomy. And she just like lit up and was just so kind. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. Like, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
And then like, I saw her later on after she was going around, whatever. And like, her and her daughter both waved goodbye to me. It made my day. It literally made my day. I love her. 10 out of 10 experience.
10 out of 10 would
10 out of
recommend.
10. She is so sweet.
Okay. I am going to start this off with a bang.
Ooh, she gonna bang.
So, let's just preface this. All of these are because I used to work at a place. I'm not going to tell you the name of the place, but I used to work at a place. So, I legit ran into celebrities, talked to celebrities every single day. Every day. So, the first person is going to be Kendall Jenner, and I talked with Kendall Jenner 4 to 5 times a week for a year. So we were frequent. We knew each other. We knew each other's names. We were friends. Let's just say, and she is very, very nice, which I know might be shocking to a lot of people because I've heard other stories. No, she is a doll. She is just so shy and very sweet, and we just talked like normal humans almost every single day. She would tell me what her plans were. I would tell her what my plans were. She would tell me what she was doing next week. I would tell her what I'm doing next week. We would give each other hugs, like whenever we would see each other.
I remember Alyssa used to come home and be like, oh, I saw Kendall again today. And every time she would be like, she was just so pleasant and like whatever. And I was kind of taken aback by that because I don't know, I just assumed they had like that air about them, you know? But
it got to a point where we were so frequent seeing each other that like if she came in and I wasn't like specifically out there, she would be like, oh, like, is Alyssa here? And I would come out and I would just talk to her and we would just have a conversation, and 5-10 minutes later she would leave, and that was it. So 10 out of 10. Well, that's because she is a doll and so sweet and so nice.
There is actually picture proof of this one, and it literally made it. JoJo.
We were both there for this one.
We were both there. We were at Urban Outfitters on Melrose, and I have been the biggest JoJo fan since forever.
Whole life.
Literally. I was so nervous. My heart was beating like crazy. I was like, Alyssa, we can't go over and talk to her. I was like, oh my God, that is JoJo, but we can't go over there. And I was so starstruck.
I told her, and I was like,
we have to do it. Me down the stairs. Mind you, JoJo's like with a friend, with her mom, about to walk out, and Alyssa just taps her on the shoulder and is like, my wife is like your biggest fan. She gave us hugs. She talked to us.
She introduced us to her mom and her friend.
Yeah, I told her about how I used to pretend I was her back in the day. She was literally the kindest person. Like, oh my God. We both grew up in Massachusetts. We didn't grow up too far from each other, actually. So I totally could have been her. But she was so kind, like, and so pleasant. Yeah, I mean, it was perfect. It was
10.
Perfect.
12 out of 10. Because she was literally just like,
she was just such a person, you know? And I know that like a lot of people maybe wouldn't see her as like this huge celebrity. She's not like a Kendall Jenner, but like she's that celebrity in my heart.
Yeah. Miss Hailey Bieber, formerly known as Hailey Baldwin. And I met her actually because of Kendall. And I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who models were. Same with like Gigi Hadid, who was with them at the time too at some point. Like, I didn't really know who they were. But we were like friendly. She is literally so freaking sweet. She actually invited me to Coachella to go with her, but I think I had to work, so I could not go. But she was so nice. She literally invited me to Coachella with her, and like she introduced me to her dad, like the nicest person. And I don't know if it's because like I didn't really know who she was, and
you weren't like gushing over her.
No, I wasn't. But also like a part of my job, we're not allowed to like be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, you're you. But we have to act human with them. But I don't know, she just was really nice. We would talk about how like annoying the paparazzi were. We would just talk about like normal girl things, and she was a doll and so sweet. And so I would give her, and I think she was also at the time, maybe not now, she was really shy. So she was very like calm, and
she's another one I just would never, I don't know. I guess I just assume that like if you're like born into like that life, I don't know, you kind of like get like this like air about you, I feel like sometimes.
So people can surprise you, but she was really nice. I would give her a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Like, she just, I mean, I didn't know who she was at the time. Obviously, I began to know who she was, but yeah. Sweetheart.
Britney Snow. We met her because of we went to a movie premiere for her movie, what was it called? Someone Great? Yeah. Which, 10 out of 10 movie, anyways. But she was at the after party, and we went. I was pregnant at the time. And I think we talked about this maybe in that vlog or whatever, but she was the kindest person. She had recently gotten engaged, and so she was showing us her ring, and she was looking at our rings.
She was like holding our hands.
Yeah, she was holding our hands. Alyssa mentioned that I was pregnant, and she rubbed my stomach, and she talked about how she wants kids, and like
she talked about some personal things we're not gonna say.
Yeah, and it was just like, it was so like such a surreal moment, because I mean, who doesn't love Britney Snow? Like, but
it's
like,
just like kind of like when you meet an A-list celebrity, I think you automatically have this idea that they're gonna be a dick.
Yeah.
And so when they just are so pleasant and they surprise you, it's like, wait, you're you and you're nice. Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, with her, it's like a 13 out of 10. I mean, she was so incredibly nice, and my dad is also one of her biggest fans, and I told her that. Which, you know, she thought was super cute and stuff. But I mean, just so personable.
Yeah.
So
I know really these are all like really nice, but Sam does have a mean,
weird one.
We got it. So she'll get to that one. Okay, so the next one I have, following the last one, is Justin Bieber. Him and I met. There's picture proof, a paparazzi photo of him talking to me. I'm not gonna pull it up because no one needs to see that. And he was, I'm also gonna preface this. This was at a time when he was going through a lot of stuff that we as a society did not know about. So he was kind of weird. He was really weird. I asked him how his day was, and he goes, "My day?" And I was like, "Or not." And he told me he was pretty hungover, and he was just really weird, and he just gave me a fist bump, and then he gave me his lighter that had like a light on it, and it shined like a happy face.
Which, mind you, we had in our like junk drawer for years.
He didn't give it to me because I was like, "Oh my God, you're Justin Bieber." He gave it to me. I'm telling you, it was just like the weirdest experience. Yeah. And he like wanted to be in people's conversations that no one was like talking to him. It was so weird.
Didn't you say he like went up to like people and like put his arms
he went up to people and put his arms around people, being like, "What are we talking about?" Because no one had noticed that he was him, because there weren't a lot of people at the time. And so I don't know if he was like trying to make people notice like he is him, because no one had recognized him, because he was also like wearing like a hat, I think, and like no one saw him yet. Yeah. It was weird. But I know that he has gone through a lot of stuff mentally, and so I'm not gonna judge him hard on that. He, other than him, it being a weird experience, he was nice. It was just weird, and so I would give him like a 6 out of 10 because it was just weird. But I'm sure he's nice.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know.
Yeah. Again, I'm just gonna preface this by saying that people have bad days. People also deal with mental health disorders, which plays a big case in my next celebrity. Amanda Bynes. I went to fashion school. I started off at FITM in Orange County, which also happens to be where Amanda Bynes started off. I think I was maybe like a semester or two in before she came, and I didn't really have much interaction with her at first. Until one day I was in the library/computer lab and had headphones on and was just on my phone and like working on a paper or whatnot, and she came over to me and just started talking to me. And I wasn't really sure why or whatnot. And all of a sudden she asked if I was taking pictures of her, which I told her, I was like, no. No.
We don't care.
Like, I don't care, you know? And she asked to see my camera roll. And of course, like, I was just kind of like, okay. And like, I'm pretty sure the last photo was like a selfie of me or something. And I was just like, see, this is awkward, you know?
What up, Sam?
Yeah. And then she like walked away and went about her business. And then, I don't know, it was like maybe like a week later or something, and this kid that I knew that had kind of become friends with her came up to me and was like, hey, you know, just kind of like shooting the shit, and I knew that like something was off because it just didn't feel right. But he was like, Amanda wants to know if you've been taking photos of her. And I was like, why me? Why are you singling me out? I could give 2 shits less, you know? And so I told him, I was like, no, I had this conversation with her last week. I truly don't care enough to take a photo of her. Yeah, cool. And then so he went back and reported to her, and all of a sudden the 2 of them came over, and here I was once again being asked by Amanda Bynes if I took photos of her. And of course I told her no. And I also told her, I'm not going to show you my camera roll this time because it's an invasion of my privacy. And I'm not doing anything except sitting here with my friends, minding my own business at lunch. Like, buzz off. And then I think it was maybe like another like week or half a week later, and there was a like a lecture, and it was in a classroom, and I sat in the very back because I was late to it. And I get a tap on my shoulder, and it's the freaking dean of the school. It is the dean of my college. And he pulls me out into the hall, and guess who is out there? Amanda Bynes. And she is out there because she apparently has gone to the dean and said that I had been taking photos of her. And I literally looked at the dean and I was like, I told him what had happened. I told him my interactions with her. And he was very sympathetic and whatever, and, you know, told her to, like, go to class and, you know, he'd talk to me, whatever. And I leveled with him. I was like, listen, I understand that, like, she might feel uncomfortable being here. Like, she's going through a lot personally, which was very public at the time. She had just had her diagnosis of, I believe, bipolar schizophrenic?
Something like that.
Something like that. So it obviously was a very trying time in her life. And I told him that. I told him, I was like, I don't care. I will show you my phone if that's what it will take to make all this go away. And he told me, he was like, I believe you. He's like, I honestly don't think that you're taking any photos of her. He was like, you know, obviously she is dealing with a lot, but also I guess they had a student who was taking photos of her and was like trying to sell them to like magazines or something.
It wasn't Sam.
It wasn't me. But like, it was the weirdest experience of my life. And yeah, nothing happened. She never talked to me again. She like randomly looked at me like once in a while, but like, I'm pretty sure he told her like, yo, stop bothering that girl. But yeah, it was the weirdest experience of my life. Because of the story and because of the fact that I obviously am sympathetic to the fact that she was going through a lot, I'll give her a 6 out of 10.
Is Sam Smith. Sam Smith is a gem and a half. We talked about tattoos. They liked my tattoo. I liked their tattoos. We were, you know, shooting the shit about like what we had at the time. They were showing me like a bunch of theirs. I was showing them. It was just amazing. I actually had told them that I really loved their music, and they were so sweet, so nice, and literally was you would have not thought that this was Sam Smith because of how normal they were. Like the most normal human being in the entire world. Like you would not have thought that that's an A-list celebrity right there.
That is one that I'm still butthurt over because I love Sam Smith.
And Sam Smith is amazing. I will give an 11 out of 10 because amazing.
Ooh.
That is it for this video.
Yeah.
We hope you guys enjoyed this.
If you want to hear us talk about more interactions we've had,
Maybe
because,
some
like we
maybe
said,
some bad ones or some not.
we do
so
have
nice.
some other bad ones.
We have some bad ones.
Yeah.
Which again,
or like shocking ones.
yeah,
you know,
shocking.
like yeah.
Yeah. But we hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up.
Yes.
Subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and don't forget to follow us on all of our social media. We love you. Bye.